Standardized work is the name given in lean manufacturing for documenting the steps of a job task and the sequence in which those should be taken. You can think of standardized work as defining who does the task, when they do it, and how they do it. The standardized work is an ambiguous step that are stable, repeatable, and direct that help achieving reliable output and superior quality. Standard work method can be applied to operating procedures, work locations, machinery or technology used, production sequencing, safety measures, quality check, worker-supervisor communication, training and onboarding, and customer service interactions. Standardized work includes these three elements: talk time, work sequence, in-progress inventory. Talk time is a rate at which parts or products are produced. Work sequence is the steps an operator has to take within talk time in order in which those steps have to be completed. Standard inventory is a minimum quantity of parts and raw materials for running operations or producing parts. Why should you standardize work? By documenting the current best practices, standardized work becomes the baseline for Kaizen. Standardized work also helps people structure their work. It removes pressure from people by reducing the stress of performing tasks improperly. It also allows for safer work environment. When people are using a standard, it is less likely they will be injured. Standard work establishes a baseline for continuous improvement and eliminates opportunities for defects. The difference between work standard and standardized work is: a standard is a measurable target and a requirement to conform, such as specification, standard documents, or narrative or a code. Standardized work, on the other hand, is conforming to a standard and steps that we need to take to achieve the standard. Steps to standardizing work. Work with the team to map the process as is and collect data for your current operations. The first step is to establish your work sequence and talk time. Second, notice variations and issues. Work with your team to find the best way to perform the work. Often there are several ways to perform a task, but only one of these ways used resource materials, machines, operations in the most efficient way possible. Look at the data that you have collected and notice issues and variations. Third step, find the most efficient way to run your operations. Lean Six Sigma knowledge base has many tools to help you with that. You can use value stream mapping to identify non-value adding steps, or Pokayoke, or mistake proofing your processes. There are many other tools that you have already learned in this course. The key output from this step is establishing a new process. 4. Document everything. There are many ways to go about doing this. You can create work instructions, map, automate step-by-step applications. Also, digital work instructions ensure the operators follow each and every step properly, according to the current best practices outlined by your standardized work. 5th, provide supervisions and instructions and training for new process. It is important that employees understand the new standard procedures and adhere to them. Furthermore, you may want to create training programs for employees and base the programs on your standardized work. 6. Continuous improve the standard. A common mistake is to think that after establishing a standardized work, you're done. Instead, you should continuously strive to further improve the standard. You can apply PDCA or DMA framework to achieve the improvement. Now let's talk about do's and don'ts. Here's the list of best practices. Keep standard work simple. Make it accessible. Create a simple and easy to read document. Create one standard work document per process. Always improve. And now let's talk about some don'ts and bad practices. For example, hiding the standard in a place where nobody can find it. Forgetting to update the standard after the process changes. Making it very hard to change your standard. or making it very hard to deliver the standard to the users.